60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Purdy. On the move to it, and right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Purdy, that's complete to the tight end, Saubert. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing here, Purdy steps away. And that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Purdy now to throw. Being chased out left. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings from a yard out. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Henry again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 7-all is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Purdy. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Purdy on 4th down. Forced out to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jackson, option right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 30. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
But I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Still fighting. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And so close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. But Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So we've reached halftime. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, like that, he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Purdy sets up to throw again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. A little juke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson options out left. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defense.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 56 yards. And the Niners are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. And Andrews lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Second down and 6 now. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on third and long. That is caught, and he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Purdy will look to throw again here. Steps away to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's second and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hug.